Hi there, Prince of Peace families, and whoever else is going to see this video. Today, I want to talk just a little bit about our Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Sunday, and what that's going to look like. The short answer is I don't know because I haven't put it together yet. I know what it was going to look like, but not anymore. Which is probably what you were expecting. Per my last video update, we are going to continue to we're going to have service on Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday, of course. I don't know about the other activities, and I don't know how representative of those two festivals the service online will be. Per my last video as well, we will also be having Easter Sunday celebration on our first Sunday back in the building. Again, I don't know when that's going to be or what that celebration will look like. I'm assuming we will find out Saturday evening at 10 p.m. that we're allowed back in the building. So stay tuned for very short notice on all of this. But in the midst of all this, I wanted to actually take a few minutes to talk about authenticity and authentic worship, and managing expectations. Not because I'm shooting to lowball all of this or any of that, but because I can guarantee you that whatever we do this year isn't going to feel right. It's just going to be weird. For example, if you think about it, Maundy Thursday is this divine service that we've created to celebrate the Last Supper, and you cannot have the service without having communion. So what are we going to do? Because you can't really do that. Yeah. So anything we put out for Maundy Thursday is just going to feel weird. Lisa Ballard and I, our DCE, if you're not a Prince of Peace person, are talking about what we want to do in terms of those Holy Week sorts of activities. We don't know, but managing some of that authenticity is going to be difficult for us because we are not allowed in the building. Again, for authentic worship, for most of us, you either grew up going to a Tre Deum, Tre Ora, service where the 7 words of Christ from the cross are preached on for 3 hours starting at noon, or you went to the normal Tenebrae service in the evening of Good Friday, and it's not Good Friday unless the lights are out and pastor slams the altar book down on the altar to make the big bang. So authenticity is going to be kind of hard there. And even if you find an online church, which I commend to you, if you want that kind of liturgy and that kind of worship service, I'm sure there are churches that will live stream their Good Friday service to an empty church. It's just not going to feel right. It's not going to feel normal. Inside of authenticity, a lot of what we do and what makes something authentic is just a matter of tradition and routine. So it's only because we do it all the time this way that makes it feel authentic to who we are and makes it resonate with us. And if you think about prayer really shouldn't be an authentic experience, because no part of coming before the God of the universe to air your requests or to thank and praise, or none of that is actually common, and none of that should make you feel safe and secure and happy, except that we do it all the time because he asks us to. So there is a sense where tradition makes us feel comfortable, makes us feel right, and makes something authentic to who we are. And it's important to get that out there and to talk about that and to manage the expectations on this. So what I don't want is for us to put up online content and have a feeling of that wasn't Maundy Thursday or that wasn't Good Friday, because what we're stuck with is what we're stuck with. For example, the first time that you took a bite of generic breakfast cereal, let's say it was generic Cheerios, you probably, if you're a connoisseur, you probably notice this is not quite what I've expected. This is not quite right. And you got through your bowl, and if it's generic, maybe even your bag, or the first time you actually tasted real name brand Cocoa Puffs, and they were just that much better. We're kind of in this situation where any bit of online church is just going to feel weird, and it's going to feel not right. And I wanted to talk about this a little bit because it's something that I'm having problems with as I put content out and roll content out and think, man, this could be so much better if X, Y, and Z, but we don't have access to X, Y, and Z. We don't have access, as much as I love Ryan Philbrook. Thank you, Ryan, for doing all that you do. We don't have access to Disney's animation department or any of the online YouTube creators who are professionals who do this for a living and make really slick videos. We don't have access to that. We also don't have access to in-person worship right now, and that's just difficult. So I know I've been kind of talking around about this, and so I'll finish up here. But that piece of us that's going to feel like no matter what happens, because we didn't get X on Easter Sunday or on Maundy, Thursday, or Good Friday, we need to manage that. I'm not sure how you manage that therapeutically. I suspect it's going to be different for all of us. But a little bit of it is going to be grief. And I want to bring that up now so you can prepare yourselves, because it is okay to be sad and it is okay to be upset that Easter's messed up this year, or that you can't go to church, or as I see videos of some of you or pictures from your Facebook that you can't share this with your friends and you can't do what you were planning to do. And grief is okay. We can give that all over to God, and we can also use it as a time of reflection to shape now, what would we like when we get back? What would we like to do to make this time be authentic? And what part of this online content has been useful or helpful? So there's a few thoughts about Holy Week coming up and how we're going to do what we're going to do. God's blessings the rest of the day as you prepare for Holy Week, and we will talk to you later.